Okay, so we are acquiring 70% of Gray Corporation. So that means we're using what? That means we are going to be using between 50 and 100%. So 70% does qualify. So we're buying it for $280,000. The fair value of Gray at the time of the sale was $400,000. So that's going to be the fair value of the company we're purchasing. The company's net identifiable assets had a fair value and a book value of $350 and $310 respectively. What amount should we be applying to goodwill? So goodwill is what we're asking for in this question. Easiest way to go about this is going to be starting with our credits. So we should always start with our credit of the investment that we're making. So the investment in the subsidiary is $280,000. That's how much we're purchasing it for. And now we can determine our non-controlling interest. So our non-controlling interest is going to be the percentage of the fair value that we are not going to own. So that's going to be 30%. We're acquiring 70%. We don't own 30%. So 30% of the fair value being $400,000 is going to be $120,000. All right, so we know our credit side. Now we can attack our debit side. So this is where we're going to be applying goodwill, should it exist. So let's do this with a different color so you guys can see the differences. We're going to start by taking the net book value of the assets that we are acquiring. So that's going to be $310,000. And now we can adjust it to the fair market value. So the difference is going to be our adjustment. We know that our fair value is $350,000. Thus, we are going to have an adjustment of $40,000. So now we're up to $350,000. We are missing a total of $50,000. Our credit side, this is going to equal $400,000. We need these to balance out. So we're going to apply this to goodwill. Generally, we have to ask ourselves if there's going to be any identifiable intangibles. So this is going to be talking about anything other than goodwill. You might see something like patents on the exam, copyright, something like that. If you see something like that, it has to be a part of this journal entry as well. So I don't see anything for this case, but just get in the habit of doing the identifiable intangibles on this, just so you don't forget. But we now know that we can plug our goodwill as our difference. So 400 less 350, any remainder is going to just be applied to goodwill. So that's going to be our answer there. But if for whatever reason the debit side was in excess of 400,000, we would have a gain that would be credited. Doesn't matter for this case, don't want to confuse you. Goodwill is going to be 50,000.